From the frozen, barren wastelands of Antarctica, having little more to do than eat penguins, 5 guys formed a rock band. With Peter's furious drumming, Mike's loud screaming, Dustin's bass intensity, and Gabe and Omer's extravaganza guitaring, their ice stage was wrecked and they floated to stardom.
Chomp, 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 chomp attack. Chomp, 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 chomp attack. Running out of words. We'd like to thank you first. Nothing left to say. We'll just copy paste. Chomp, 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 chomp attack.
They floated through the Pacific Ocean. They stopped for a few hours, searching for the Titanic, and finally they gave up and continued their way. They feasted on ice as they floated about, until finally they ate their entire raft of ice. They were close enough to shore to swim. They arrived in Maine and made their way from there. They hitchhiked into a forest. They were lost, hopeless, and hungry. After hours of walking with no hope or result, they grew tired and began to drift away. And that's where it all began. A melody arose to their ears. Curiously, they all got up and followed the music. Thankfully, it led them out of the forest into a rainbowy castle. In amusement, they walked into the castle, there where they met Black Veil Brides.
They showed them the spontaneous life as musicians. Immediately, they were hooked. Black Veil Brides brought them to their studio where they each fell in love with their instruments and found their true hidden talent. When Black Veil Brides heard them play, they were amazed and had to have them on their tour. In Montreal, they opened for Black Veil Brides and the crowd loved them. When Black Veil Brides left, the band chose to stay in Montreal. They played many shows and opened for many famous musicians, such as Vampires Everywhere, Blood on the Dance Floor, and soon will be opening for Chase Coy. Another huge inspiration of theirs is Escape the Fate, and in fact, when they went to Escape the Fate's last concert in Montreal, they had the opportunity to sing with the lead singer Craig Mabbitt and watch him jump off the balcony into the crowd.
We went to go see Get Scared, Alisana, and Escape the Fate. One huge great experience we got is we got to sing with Craig Mabbitt.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. And then we watched him leap.
It was for really short, but we were sitting on the balcony and we were watching Escape the Fate. Craig Mabbitt came up and he put the mic to us, and we got to sing a couple lines with him.
Pretty awesome.
And then he jumped off the balcony.
Woo!
And I think he broke his pinky from what I
did.
remember.
He did. He said he broke his.
Well, he's one crazy man. Oh.
But the road to stardom wasn't all fun and games. Soon enough, the band would have to face biggest fears. When Dustin Heroin came out with his addiction to flamingo juice, everything went black. Mike Silence became severely addicted to doorknobs. This addiction became so absurd that Mike was banned from Canadian Tire, Home Depot, Walmart, and a list of stores for stealing doorknobs. He was found in his closet, hiding, with piles and piles and piles of doorknobs. Nobody really understood this addiction. Mike himself couldn't explain it. But it was serious and it had to be dealt with. He spent weeks at a time in rehab until finally he was released. He came home to slide indoors only and was unable to see doorknobs for the longest time due to the fear that he may become obsessed again. It was tragic, but he made it through it. Now he's all right.
Omer Valentine had a crazy obsession with video games. He played multiple video games, but the main one was always The Legend of Zelda. He played for many days consecutively, and he lived and breathed Zelda. He would talk only about Zelda, and his eyes never left the screen. It became very severe, and he had to go to therapy for it.
Dustin Heroin became a severe addict to flamingo juice. Nobody thought this problem was serious until they caught him at Granby Zoo kidnapping flamingos and taking them home, where he would squeeze the flamingo because, I quote, he says they are pink and squishy, and he couldn't get enough of it. Here is a video to furthermore explain this.
So, Dr. Philippa, I heard that the members of Chomp Chomp Attack were once your patients?
Yes, actually, I had Omer Valentine, Dustin Heroin, and Mike Silence in here for a few months at a time.
Well, what I'd like to know is, do you know the reason why Dustin was so obsessed with flamingos?
Nobody really knew, actually. We tried electric therapy. That didn't go too well. He just wanted it more after. And then we tried the mushy room, banning him in there. That didn't work. And then when finally he stopped talking about flamingos, we found a bunch under his pillow.
Well, you think that the mushy room would have worked because, you know, it's kind of squishy, and he said that he likes the flamingos because they're pink and squishy.
That's what I thought at first, but I think that was the problem, because I think that's what made him want the flamingos even more. Just thinking about the squishiness just made him. And then we found feathers in his room, and we don't allow our patients to have feather pillows for very specific reasons that we won't get into. And we found feathers, and then we moved his pillow, and there was flamingos, and then under his bed there were flamingos, and we were so concerned. We didn't know what to do at that point. It was gone too far. But we never understood why. Hopefully one day we will.
And what's this whole thing with doorknobs with Mike Silence?
Silence is the word, I must tell you that, because that's another inexplicable condition that wasn't even diagnosable. He would steal the doorknobs of every room that he could and stick them in his closet and just hide with them and pile them up. And he said he didn't feel safe without them. So what we did was we changed the entire facility so that there were no doorknobs anymore and there were button doors, and he just freaked out even more, and he actually escaped, and we found him in the basement of Home Hardware where they make doorknobs, and he was swimming in them.
Swimming?
Yes. Sorry, it was a very tragic time.
So Omer Valentine had a seizure?
Apparently, actually, he spent approximately 12 days in front of the TV. He did not turn it off. He lost power during a storm and somehow managed to continue playing his video games. And we didn't know what to do with any of these patients, actually. It's just, everything got so out of hand, and Omer was just... He looked at the TV for so long that that's all he saw. He spoke to me and called me Link multiple times, and called the other patients names such as Saria, and he thought the dog was a Deku. It wasn't explicable. Sometimes he would pick up pencils thinking it was guns and be like, "Back off!"
Well, I think that's all the time we have today, so thank you for coming in.
You're very welcome.
Oh no. Flamingos, man, you gotta stop doing that. Makes me want to slap myself.
Flamingo. Flamingo. Flamingo.
You gotta stop, man. What the hell is flamingo juice?
Take a flamingo. You hold the flamingo. You squeeze the flamingo. You blend the flamingo. Throw the flamingo away. You get a glass
Enough with the flamingos.
You get a glass of water, you put some pink stuff in it, and you're done.
And then you just drink it?
You just drink it.
Pretty
It
cool.
tastes like lemonade.
Lemonade.
Are you knocking on wood?
Every time I say lemonade, I gotta knock. Dustin, I have something I have to tell you.
Oh yes.
How long have we been friends for?
How long have we been friends for?
Yeah.
Oh, 2 years? About 2 years?
Okay. Well, there's something that happened to me as a child that I did not tell you about.
Does it involve the flamingo?
Yes, it does involve the flamingo.
What is wrong with the flamingo?
Ever since
Flamingo.
I was 8,
Lemonade.
I developed this OCD problem. Whereas when you say certain words, like flamingo, I gotta slap myself. Or like lemonade, I gotta knock. And it's,
Robitussin.
the Robitussin.
All alone.
Dustin! What is this?
Steroids.
I found this in your room. Are you addicted to steroids? Dustin, hold my hand. Are you addicted to steroids?
Doesn't it show? Look how huge my arms are!
Those are some big ass
How huge
Yo,
my
man,
arms are!
check this shit. Oh,
So
I
that's
gotta get me
just
some of these, man.
Yo, like, you know what? I'm so buff, like, right here. Like, right here. Like, a whole chest area. You poke me, you fly. It's like,
Oh, man.
spring action.
Dustin is addicted to steroids. It's a very sad day for the band.
It's okay, because, see, it's really cool. Because when I'm on stage, my eyes change colors. So everyone's looking at me. And they're like, whoa, what the f***? Are his eyes, like, rainbow colored before?
Rainbow colored?
Yo, dude, the bottle has rainbow colors on it. It happens to your eyes, okay? Dude, my eyes
Complete-
are so rainbow colored.
Complete personnel made just for Dustin. With rainbow eyes.
My name's actually written like in really small writing.
Oh, I see, it's right there. That's the regular formula. I don't want to know what the unnatural super formula is going to do to you.
Makes your penis small.
I've been taking a lot of this. I think that's all we got, huh? You need more?
Say goodbye.
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 Bye.
Bye.
So what happens when Chomp Chomp Attack stays up late and has nothing better to do. Silly things come. Oh, Mr. Ducky's-worth. Did I hurt you?
He dropped him.
Brighter days came for Chomp Chomp Attack as they battled their mysterious yet severe addictions, went through so much stress just getting their way to Montreal. Now they are currently touring and making their EP, which will soon be released. They recently came out with a song called Not So Happily Ever After and expect many more to come. After a very long, very rough journey, Chomp Chomp Attack
Our bassist is a computer nerd. He works at Future Shop. Now haven't you heard? Our singer lives in his basement. When he gets his money, he has trouble saving it. Our guitarist is Dave Gallo. He's nice, but I think he's shallow. Peter calls himself the Ripper, but he dresses up in fishnets like a stripper. Omer is a Jewish man. He eats bacon whenever he can. And Phil, he's a merch guy. Everybody thinks he's a nice guy. So when you're feeling bored and you're not having fun, just listen to this song. It's This is the Chomp Chomp sing along.